What is up, my friends? Last night I got a chance to go see an advanced screening of Jennifer Lawrence's latest movie, Red Sparrow, starring Joel Edgerton as well as Jeremy Irons. And let me tell you, this movie, I went in with it low expectations. For some reason, the trailer never captivated me enough to be like, that's going to be a great movie right there. So I just went in thinking, okay, I'm probably going to be disappointed, but at least entertain me somewhat. And I actually left the theater going, that was actually pretty good. It wasn't the best movie ever, but it was actually pretty good and pretty interesting as to the type of topics they handled in this movie. The movie basically deals with this woman who becomes a sort of a spy in a way for Russia, and then she also is a double agent in a way for the United States, and it gets really interesting. I don't want to elaborate too much on the plot, but it's really, really, really great. But this is an ending explained, so I guess there's no other way for me to get into all of this if I don't talk about the plot. So anyways, by the end of the movie, we get to see that Jennifer Lawrence's character is tired of being a spy for Russia because her uncle has been dictating her to be this spy for as long as she's been a kid, according to her mom. He's always been like waiting for her to grow up and whatnot so she could become this Russian spy. When she does become it, however, she sees it's not what she wants and she falls in love with the American CIA agent who is played by Joel Edgerton, and she ultimately ends up helping them. This plot that this senator has of selling some intelligence from the USA, and she ultimately helps them to do this, and then that's when things go like crazy for her because Russia finds out and whatnot. They start torturing her and everything, and ultimately she says that she will betray Joel Edgerton's character and turn him into Russia or whatever and see who the mole is that he has on the Russian side. So we go through all these like twists and turns in the movie and we're not even sure what's going to happen. We find out that Jeremy Irons' character is actually the Russian mole who's working for the USA, and that he is the one that Jennifer Lawrence has to turn in, and he ultimately tells her, yeah, you can turn me in, but you have to promise me, or at least not let me go in vain and be the next mole for the USA. So she has a lot to think about right now. Is she going to turn in Jeremy Irons and then risk sacrificing like the trust she had with Joel Edgerton's character, or what is she going to do? So ultimately by the end we see that they have captured the mole and they're about to do the exchange whatnot for Jennifer Lawrence and the mole, and then we see once they take off the mole's mask that it's actually her uncle that they got, and we see that her elaborate plan throughout the whole movie. There were points when we weren't sure what she was doing with certain things and moving things in place and showing up at different characters' houses, but what she was doing was actually putting evidence in her uncle to implicate him as the mole later down the film and have Jeremy Irons walk free and her uncle basically be killed. So she basically broke free from her uncle, and now she's a top official in Russia who's actually a double agent for the USA at this point. And we see by the end of the movie she is still in touch with the CIA agent as she answers a call and he's playing the song that she showed him was the first song she ever danced to when she used to do ballet. So that's how the movie basically ends, and we just see that she is basically having more trust now with the agent and they're working together. So a really great movie, I might say, and I would definitely recommend seeing this in theaters. I don't know if I would pay a full ticket price for it. Maybe a matinee would be fine. But if you're really into spy thrillers, sort of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo-esque, darker James Bond movies, this is definitely up your alley, and I would definitely check it out if I would. I will say it's a little bit graphic at points with the torture and the violence, but overall it's nothing that isn't like we've seen nowadays, especially with the Saw movies and all that. I think we've seen worse there, but overall it's a great movie. Definitely check it out if you can. But anyways, if you've seen Red Sparrow, let me know what you think. Let me know if you liked it or not. Comment below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you share, and I'll see y'all next time. Stay positive, my friends.